Libra, hello and welcome to Inner Divine Truth, and I'm here with your reading for August 2021. I have the cards laid out on the table, and wow, Libra, you're going through quite a transformative journey with regards to your heart space. We have a broken heart here, but the good thing is it's in reverse, talking about healing. This is indicating of repair, recovery, and a sense of rejuvenation is also what I'm feeling. Is this is going to be behind you very soon. And we have the Lover's card, the card at the bottom of the deck, and it's in reverse. So surely, this could obviously indicate that some of you are going through a breakup, are going through a very difficult moment when it comes to a twin flame or a soulmate journey that some of you have been through, because oftentimes twin flame energies can really trigger us, can bring out some painful past life karmic soul contract, soul cord stuff just kind of comes to the surface, and it's very, very harsh to deal with it, even though at the time we may not be aware of what's being brought to the surface is to do with perhaps past life. We may not be aware of it, but doesn't mean it's not real, it's not true to your experience. So here we have the Lovers in reverse. And the bottom of the energy oracle deck, we have the woman holding a coin. The need to feel more grounded, feeling more centered, collected. So I think this whole process of this heart recovery has to do with you finding your center again, you finding your strength again to come to a place of recovery. So that's your big challenge this month, big process that you're going through this month is recovery from a broken heart. The tarot says the energy around you is that of strength in reverse. Now this is, yes, your reservoir of strength has been depleted. Some of you also physically not feeling very well. It's that recovery from the broken heart, like it's taken up a lot. Whatever has gone through a situation in your life has really sapped your strength, and we can clarify how to change that energy. Now in your current situation, we have 5 cards out, and they all just came at the same time, so I have to talk about them. One is the King of Wands in reverse. Now with this, it's talking about the heart recovery and the strength in recovery as well. It has taken a hit in your professional life. It has affected how you feel about your creative side, your passionate side, what you were so focused driven about a project, work assignment. The King of Wands is now in reverse. He's not in his element, which is normally he's very social, very charming. He is such a people's person, very friendly, very loving, very generous as well. But now when he's in reverse, he is unable to demonstrate that generosity, which comes from a place of an open heart, from strength, even the ability to share, the ability to motivate others, inspire others. And yet he is here who has taken a hit, and he's unable to now really function from a place of strength and creativity. So, and along with that we have the 5 of Pentacles upright, which is again talking about ill health, not feeling strong physically, emotionally, mentally, feeling left out, feeling uncared for, unloved. 4 of Wands in reverse. Again, this is family, something, discord, disturbances in home, at work even, because 4 of Wands, this could be any institution. And then we have this Knight of Wands, but he didn't really come reverse. He came sideways, which means there is a message coming through with this Knight of Swords. That's all I see it as, and he's not coming in right now. Or it's your energy. You're not ready to go out there yet, to apply yourself, to speak your truth, to communicate, because you're in recovery. You just don't have the strength right now to go forth with that air energy, right? Because he's sideways, so it's like gathering the momentum to really get off and communicate what needs to be said. And what it's all bringing towards you is this 9 of Wands. So yes, this is the battered and the bruised energy. This is our wounded warrior. He has been through hell, and he is now taking a break. He is recovering. He is counting his losses. But there's also a sense of victory here, of perseverance, of strength having been demonstrated. And right now, yes, he's in recovery, because we are coming from a place of strength reverse. So more courage is needed. Some recovery is needed to push through, to get that 10th wand, to complete this journey, to complete the cycle, to really take stock of lessons learned. Let's clarify now, Gemini. Libra, let's clarify. 9 of Wands again. Strength reverse. This is again, I don't want to go on, I'm too tired. This is that quitting energy, because the strength has been sapped. Death and rebirth in reverse. This is the transformation I talked about at the very beginning. You are going through a process of immense strength. Pluto energy, death and rebirth cycle, massive transformation happening here, which is, I almost feel like it's building your strength. It's like taking one step back and leapfrogging 4 steps, something like that, where you are being recharged. That pause is happening. It feels like a moment of time out, taking a breath, because you're recharging your batteries, or you need to do that, and some of you are not making time. Let's look at this death. 3 more cards came out. Well, one, it is bringing us to a place of stability. Like I said, the woman holding a coin, and now we have the King of Pentacles, this being a challenge, but also an opportunity, in that this is what you're building. Why you're going through this death and rebirth cycle, it's because it's bringing you to a place of leadership. But when it comes to Pentacles, we're talking about a successful business. We're talking about an empire being built, stability, grandiose, luxury, a life of luxury. It also talks about, with the King of Pentacles, he has really no concerns. He is very confident, content with the things he has in his life, and with the earth element reflected here by a wolf or a dog. It's that connection with the animal, the spirit world, and the nature, right? Learning to live in tandem with all these elements. That's the mastery that is you're being taught. That is what you're being taught through this cycle of difficulty. And right now, it is also teaching you how to be more intuitive, how to surrender. It's a difficult learning for most of us, to surrender, to get into the space of Queen of Cups, where we trust the universe, we trust our psychic, intuitive gifts and messages that come in. We are creative, and we channel, and we have an open heart. And here we are with a broken heart. So to come to a place of Queen of Cups where we are open and vulnerable, well, that's the learning here. That is the cycle we need to complete, you see. And we have the World card in reverse, because when you come to the place of Queen of Cups, where your heart is open and receptive, and you're able to share that joy and love with the world from a very spiritual perspective, then you are really riding on top of the world. You have accomplished something huge. You have birthed anew here. You are shedding something. And so right now, because we're in the middle of the process, the Queen of Cups is reversed, and so is the World card. This cycle needs to complete. And with the 9 of Wands here, this is an indication that you're at the very end of it. So what's the guidance for our current situation? 10 of Pentacles. So you can find support, guidance, love, community, through that community, through your family, through parents and siblings and dear friends who are not, they're not family, but they are like family. So there is that gift of family coming through. The 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So some of you need to get back to a project that you had given up, right? Because of the King of Wands, you stopped working on something you were so passionate about and gifted and talented for, a project which would be really something that would be building on your strengths. So now here she is. You need to return to your project. What were you putting your talents and gifts towards? While you may not be the king anymore, you still, that worker bee card is here. Return. Focus on what needs to be done, the everyday tasks, and it just could be pertaining to family and children and spouses, just the day-to-day grind. just, it's like bring and focus your attention to that, which will bring a lot of mental clarity for one, and it'll also improve your speech, because of the Queen of Swords here, and she is very clear, very determined, somebody who does not mince her words, and you just speaks her truth. And so this two energies are just talking about focusing on the everyday tasks, perhaps even the mundane things, and being in a more, there is that sense of pondering, contemplation, reflection, and that brings in clarity, that brings in clarity of speech for some of you out there. Nine of Wands. Okay, Nine of Wands is clarified by, so we have the Queen of Swords upright, but we have now the King of Swords in reverse. And this is, you know, Libra energy, right? The sword, the King and Queen of Swords is Libra energy, the air element. And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse and this Three of Cups upright. Three of Cups is talking about camaraderie, joyfulness, celebration. But to me, right now, it feels like together with this King of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Wands in reverse, there is some communication that needs to come through. Some of you are perhaps even waiting for this communication to come from this King of Swords who is bitter and angry. Somebody out there is angry. It could be your energy, or it could be the angry energy of somebody else that you are dealing with, because we have the Lovers card here. So this could be involving a second or a third person, like a third party situation represented here with the Three of Cups. And it feels like you're hoping for an apology, you're hoping for a message of love, of reconciliation to come through, bringing you to a place of celebration and a bit of joy. And that's the wait that's happening, and it might be just delayed, or this King of Swords is in no mood to talk, and it could be your energy, or again, somebody else's energy out there. And, you know, messages need to come through. Either they're not being communicated, represented by the Eight of Wands, or they are, because the King of Swords is in reverse, he's not listening. He's not paying attention right now. He's missing the communication that needs to come through. So take this however it resonates in your situation. All right, now let's get some angel answers for Libra. And then we have a yes. There is a yes coming out for you, Libra. You're ready. You are ready. That is what I'm feeling strongly with our Eight of Pentacles here. You're ready to sort of go back. We might feel that with your heart being in recovery, in repair mode, you don't have the energy to look at this work, but it feels like, I think that's what it's pertaining to, is that you are ready to take action. You're ready to come back to focus, and that perfect timing. Look at that, perfect timing. This is the card timing. You see, yes, you're ready, and there's perfect timing. So very positive. Towards the end, we are concluding at a very positive note, even though we began with heartache and lots of difficulty, but you are coming to a place of readiness and acceptance with these three cards. All right, Libra, I'll leave you here now, and I wish you all the very best. Lots of love and blessings coming your way. Take care. Bye.